Hey, what's going on, guys? Aaron here. Uh, I decided to do a video kind of showing the outside, the inside, and kind of what's done in general to my truck. It's a 2018 F150 with 2.7 EcoBoost. So let's get into the exterior. All right, so starting off with the front, the truck is a XLT, but I went ahead and did a limited grille along with some VLAN headlights, also like the limited, the chrome toe hooks, and an eBay splitter. But I think it came out pretty nice. A lot of people run these. And I went and did track spec hood vents. Not my favorite mod. I'm kind of regret it in a way, but hey, what's done is done. I'll get a new hood eventually. Now moving on to the side, you can see the flares. These are actually RTR flares, like Von Gitten's brand. Front and back. They got pretty good lines. I seen them on a truck and decided I was gonna do the same thing. One thing I skipped over, the truck is the 18, but I decided to do the 21 plus mirrors with side markers. They're not auto folding or like they don't have the cameras on them, but I think they're a more sporty mirror. They don't sit up as high, so I like the way those came out. Now onto the back of the truck. These tail lights, I can't remember exactly what brand they are, but I got them on, I think, Amazon years ago when I got the truck, and they haven't failed me yet. They look pretty decent. I want the Morimoto ones, but they're pretty good. They've lasted, so not a bad tail light. And then I got the Air Design splitter. Also a pretty good product. And then going with the theme in the front, I got a limited bumper with dual exhaust. Now onto the wheels. If you follow me on Instagram, it's Pipsqueak _ 2.7. I've had a few different sets. These are a new set that I just got. They're method raised wheels, 22 by 10, -18 offset, which lines them up pretty good with the flares. And the tire is a 305 35 22. I like them. I think they came out pretty good. And moving back up to the front, as you seen earlier, this truck got Wheelwood 6 pistons, the upgraded brakes. They're pretty good. They do a lot better than like standard brakes for stopping. And I also said so upgrade is pretty worth it. And since we're down here, we'll get into the drop. The truck was originally on a 3.5 drop, but now, thanks to my homeboy George, always coming through with the parts. If you see this, appreciate you. I guess it kind of is still a 3.5, but it has the Beltec double adjustable coilovers in the front, which is what you were seeing there. Kind of hard. There you go. And in the rear, still has the regular flip kit, which I guess they're all kind of the same, but it's running double adjustable Beltec shocks as well. Now on to what's done to the truck as far as performance goes. So with these newer trucks, there's not much to see underneath the hood unless you have like a huge supercharger or something. But this being the EcoBoost, it has upgraded stage 3 turbos from CR Performance. Stock pipes has MSD coils, if you want to count that as a performance mod, as just kind of like a replacement. SMB cold air intake, and has CVF downpipes. They're the catted, like high flow ones, but they do the job. Also has a upgraded intercooler. It's kind of hard to see. One product that I would not recommend is this JLT catch can. It actually decided to unscrew itself and fall into the engine bay mid-drive and cause a whole bunch of issues, like leaks after the throttle body. So I wouldn't recommend that product. Also, the bracket decided to vibrate and break, so I had to mount that like further back, drill another hole, and right now it's just bypassed till I get another catch can. But yeah, I would not recommend that. Yeah, they excuse the wiring, but this truck also is on E85, and I'm running a VMP booster pump to handle the extra fuel flow needed. So now that we're on the topic of tune, it is the 85 tune, and it's from 5 Star Performance. And the exhaust is a Flowmaster kit. I'm not sure. I think it was a dealer installed, kind of like the I forget the name of the dealership who actually does it, but they make these trucks like the Nightmare Edition, the Black Widow, and so on. And Flowmaster actually sends them kits to keep in stock there. And this was like an overstock kit, I guess, that they had. And now that they're on with the 21 trucks, the 18 through 20s were just sitting there. So I got a good deal. I think I paid, I want to say 400 for the exhaust, 380 something ridiculous, but it was pretty cheap. And that was actually a cat back, or like a downpipe back for my truck. So let's start in. Y'all can get it here. Hopefully the mic quality isn't too bad. I have to switch off my external mic because it was blowing out with the sound from the exhaust. So let's see how cold start sounds. Sounds pretty good in my opinion. It has like a low rumble to it. Let's get some revs. So it sounds good for what it is. It's an EcoBoost at the end of the day. So it's not gonna sound like a whippled coyote or nothing, but I guess let's go into the interior again. Y'all gonna have to forgive me, it is a little dirty in here. But so the truck is an XLT. It does have leather seats upgraded. I believe these are ISOFIX, I guess. I got these. These are a good deal. These are like $700. Front, back, obviously. And I did those myself too. So there's a lot of stuff I wish I would have recorded videos on. But yeah, hopefully going forward, there's a lot of stuff I have planned for this truck still. I have on the way, I have Air Design side skirts. So they're not a step, they're an actual skirt. And they're being made right now. So those should be coming in the next couple weeks. And I'll try to do a video on the install on those. But back to the interior. So I upgraded to leather seats. I made these panels. They're like tweeter panels or whatever. And have some DS18 tweeters. The better look. Have the Raptor steering wheel like most people do in these F150s. The Raptor carbon shifter. A Uniden R7 radar detector. That's pretty much it. There's not much else done to this interior. I do have these. This is like one of the first things I did when I got the truck, and they're pretty cooked. But yeah, guys, there's the truck, aka Pipsqueak, because it's the smallest engine in the lineup for these F-150s. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all have something y'all want to see like more detail in, let me know. I'll try to get a video done. I always answer questions. Y'all could follow me on Instagram. Hit me up. Same thing, Pipsqueak _2.7. And later.